In this video, we'll learn how to zero in on the big strategic move. There are times when we're working in a strategy where we need to get clarity on which segment or opportunity that we need to go after. The model I like to use is inspired by the GE McKinsey box model, which is basically a grid with industry attractiveness on one axis and competitive strength on the other axis. We'll be doing something similar and adapting it for new market segments. The model we'll be using will help us map our option and pick the next big move. So let's call it the big move model. We can use the big move model to find the market opportunity that is most attractive and also in which our business has the capability to deliver a proposition to win in that market segment. In the big move model, we have two axes, one for market attractiveness and one for our ability to win. For each axis, we want to assign a set of criteria that we can use to assess the opportunity. For market attractiveness, we can use the following attributes. Market size, the number of potential customers in the market segment. We're looking for a market size that is suitably large. Market growth, the annual rate of growth of the market segment. Ideally, we want a growing segment. Competition, the number and strength of competitors in the segment. Competition is not a bad thing. We can differentiate, but we want to gauge the number of competitors and their level of sophistication. For ability to win, we can use these sort of attributes. Value proposition, the ability to develop a proposition that can win customers in this market segment. We should be confident that we can create an offer that can resonate with the target customers. Leads and sales engine, the ability to generate leads and acquire customers. We should be able to acquire leads in this segment and convert them into customers. And operational capability, the maturity of our business capabilities to fulfill and deliver the services for this business. We should be able to deliver the services and create a positive customer experience. This is not an exhaustive list of the attributes for each segment, so feel free to add or replace for your use case. It's a good starting point and you can actually use it just as it is. Now let's use a worked example to show the big move model in action and bring this thing to life. I've been spending a ton of time in the last few days editing videos. And since this is top of mind, let's use an example of a video editing business, which we'll call Edito. Step 1, identify the market segments. Video editing can be applied in many different segments. Let's brainstorm a few. Film and TV. We can offer high-end editing services for motion pictures or TV series. Internal corporate. We can do some work for corporates or for their internal PR or training videos. Big business ads. We can edit short-form social media content for medium or large businesses that have an advertising budget and a social presence. Mom and pop socials. We can edit content for small businesses and mom and pop stores who may not have a social media presence. Creators. We can edit social media videos for creators, whether short form content like on Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts, or for long form YouTube videos. That's a good place to start. Let's now start the process of rating each segment opportunity so we can pick the best fit market segment. Step 2, rate the opportunity. Let's use a qualitative style of assessment to measure where on the axis each opportunity may actually fall. Imagine we do a bit of research and get an understanding of the approximate size and growth rates of each market segment. Now also imagine we take an honest look at our own capabilities and our ability to deliver on the services for this segment. We then put a rating or answer for each of the 3 attributes for both axes in the model. We then conclude with a final rating for that axis. So for example, when we look at film and TV, we know this to be a big mature market. We may not be growing as fast anymore, but it's a big market, so it gets a high on attractiveness. We also know we don't actually have the capability to deliver the service, nor can we easily acquire the skills, so we give it a low on ability to win. To keep things simple, we rate each attribute as red, which is low, small, or unattractive, or as green, which is high, big, and attractive. Then we pick the attribute we want to give more of a weighting. So for example, Edito wants to be in a growing segment to capture new entrants in the market and values the growth attribute the most. And Edito wants to play in segment where it's confident it can develop a slam dunk offer. So it values offer attribute as the most important. It's not super scientific, but this simple method of rating and weighting does help us apply logic in our decision making. We can then use this concept and apply it to all segment opportunities. Now here's my stab at it, shown in this particular visual. Step 3, plot and pick the option. After we grade each segment across the attractiveness and ability to win dimensions, we can then plot them on the chart and visualize the relative strength of one opportunity to another. Let's discuss the rationale for our choices. Film and TV. It may be a big market in general, but for Edito, a big mature market with lots of sophisticated competitors and long-standing relationships is not a particularly attractive segment. We also don't have the capability to play in this market anyways, so it's effectively disqualified. Internal corporate. This on the surface appears to be a reasonably attractive market segment. Corporate internal videos are usually low quality, so the initial impressions are it's a market with weak competition. But unfortunately, Edito doesn't have the gear or the staff to fulfill the services, nor is it something that you want to invest heavily into at this early stage of the game. So this one's out. Big business ads. The market itself is attractive. Big businesses have tons of advertising budgets and are willing to spend on content over a sustained longer time frame. But there's lots of competition who bundle other services alongside that content, which makes it tough to break into. Edito does have the capability to do the work and could stretch and close the gaps. So this one might be a maybe. Mom and pop socials. There are millions of small businesses and many of them have not invested in content, so there's lots of opportunity to win deals. The market itself may not be growing much, but there's a gap we can close. Also, Edito has skills to deliver the services for small business, so this is a good contender. Creators. The market for creators is exploding at the moment, and with it, more competitors are entering the market to meet the demands of social media creators who need to distribute short and long form content. Edito has experience in content creation, so it inherently gets this market segment. It also has the ability to edit video for organic social media or for paid content, and it'll be able to close the gap with additional training or hiring of new staff. And this is looking like the winner. So let's back this option. At this stage, we can run the exercise once more, especially if the segment is big. We can then sub-segment the opportunity into small markets. The advantage of doing this is that it will help us be more targeted in our advertising and in our messaging to attract the right customers. Also, we can master our skills specifically for this particular subsegment. For example, the creator segment can be subdivided into small creators, just starting out, say less than 100k followers, mid-sized creators who need extra pair of hands, maybe 100 to 500k followers, big creators who need quality edits, let's say 500 plus followers, and then short form only content to repurpose long form into many short-term pieces, podcasters to edit up 1 to 2 hour long podcasts, or even course creators who need help editing their course videos, and so on and so forth. And there you have it, the Big Move model applied. If you're enjoying this sort of strategy content, then I encourage you to check out overnightstrategist.com to get access to tools and trainings to help you with strategic thinking and storytelling. The Big Move model is simple and it's useful. You can use this model with your teams to explore different market opportunities and build the confidence on the opportunity you want to go after that has the best chance of success. If you work in a company and are debating too many options, then you can use this model to begin to shortlist and select the best option, and also have a clear rationale for that decision. Now, if you're a consultant or an agency or business owner, you can use this model to map your new business opportunities and find the best fit option to go for. Hope you get a chance to use the model to make your next big move. Thanks and see you soon.